I'm Tori Garcia on South 38th Street, where Abilene police responded to a disturbance a couple of days before Christmas and arrested 36-year-old Diona Olson. But Olson isn't just any resident. She teaches English and helps coach basketball and volleyball here at Abilene High. If you press this button, no water comes out of the Clyde splash pad in City Park. And it's been that way for about 3 years. But the city says it has other priorities. Usually when a burglar tries to break into a store and they set off the alarm and are caught on surveillance cameras, they leave and never come back. But here at AM Donuts, the doors and windows behind me have become repeated targets. In just a few months, of course, as it gets a little bit hotter outside, the kids in Clyde won't have to travel far to be able to splash around and cool off. But take a look at this construction zone in City Park near the splash pad. And as you can see, a lot of progress is being made before the summertime. This past weekend, about 100,000 gallons of wastewater spilled into Buck Creek, and that's enough to fill nearly 5 backyard swimming pools. The Pet Adoption and Resource Center in Abilene is asking for help with simple donations. And they say it can make a big difference in getting animals out of the shelter to begin their new lives. Maxwell Golf Course is no longer up for sale, but it's still closed. And that's leaving local golf teams like Cooper High without one of their practice spots. Here at Abilene High, district leaders are finding more ways to make college more accessible for its seniors. And that path starts right here at McMurray University. Desiree Dominique Sanchez, a 32-year-old woman and mother of 5, died on Saturday after being stabbed at this house behind me. Dyess Air Force Base is officially becoming a main operating base for the Air Force's newest stealth bomber, the B-21. I'm Tori Garcia, and I spoke with Senator Ted Cruz, who says that move secures Dyess as a crown jewel of the American military for decades to come. Prom is one of the most memorable nights in all of high school, but for some, the cost may put that experience out of reach. I'm Tori Garcia, and I spoke with one local woman who's making sure that nobody has to miss out on their big night. A 35-year-old man, Stephen Hopkins, died on October 15th after his motorcycle crashed into the back of a car that was turning onto Kenwood Drive. The 23rd annual Winter's Dove Fest is coming up on September 6th. Drive through the big country and you'll see it. New construction and growing businesses almost everywhere you look are spending one final week in their jerseys. And this time, it's more than just about a game. Behind me, you can see just some of the damage caused by Sunday night's strong storms. I'm here in Capps, Texas, just south of Abilene, where, as you can see behind me, there are dozens of dogs fenced in on this property. I'm Tori Garcia, and I spoke with some neighbors who say that they're concerned. A couple of weeks ago, K-Texas brought you the story of an interlocal agreement between Callahan County and Clyde to construct this access road near the Hanner Sports Complex. And now on Tuesday, City Council approved $120,000 from the Economic Development Corporation to get the job done. After severe flooding swept through the San Angelo area this past weekend, the city says it's now in the recovery phase. Damage, like the ones you see behind me, are being assessed, and the city is now looking to see what comes next. Recently, the city of Clyde sent out a reminder about an ordinance that's been in place for years. Like this ditch behind me, it looks like the city's responsibility, but according to the ordinance, it's up to the people that live next to it to keep it clean. I'm standing here at Lone Wolf Bridge, a historic place in San Angelo. But as you can see all around me, it's covered in graffiti. I'm standing here at the corner of East North 10th Street and Morrow Lane, where drivers say that this turning lane is causing some confusion. This building used to be a car dealership, and now its history is being brought alive through these neon lights. I'm Tori Garcia, and I spoke with the owner of D&W Underground on how this space is now a hidden gem in Abilene.
I think what really stemmed the passion for the neon signs was I was born in '65, and my grandparents owned motor inn motels from California to Texas, and so we would constantly go down Route 40, Route 66, and all the Motor Inn motels, it was just lit up with neon. It was just a spectacle to travel and see all of it. And I think that's where subconsciously it started from.
Hemke found the building at the start of the pandemic in 2020, a former Buick dealership that dates back to 1927. It changed hands many times over the decades, from a car showroom to a tire company to a furniture store. Layers of Abilene history were buried inside.
So the Buick sign is actually one exactly like what was on the building in 1927, and that's this one right here. So the original sign was actually on this same post facing the outside, and what this is milk glass, where they actually mold the glass over a mold.
It took them about 4.5 years to restore the building, but the floor, glass, ceiling, and structure are all the same as it was in 1927, something that Hemke says brings the history back to life. Outside, a Coca-Cola sign tells that story as it still faces the railroad tracks.
So the sign was put up in the 40s to advertise, mainly facing downtown, where the GIs would get off the train to be shipped to Camp Barkley.
But inside, Snoopy the dog keeps watch over more than 100 neon signs, each handpicked by Hemke over the past 30 years.
It makes all the hard work worth it, and it's just a unique place that what makes me happy is to see other people happy.
Hemke says it's not just the history or the signs that make this place special. It's the feeling people get when they walk through the door.
It's a hidden gem. A lot of people don't know about it. And I think what does it mean? I think to me, like, I go back to it, it's a happy place. And then you look and you look at all the detail, and it's just a lot of history.
Hemke's next project is just down the street at Andrew Furniture Warehouse, and he'll begin that restoration process next month. I'm Tori Garcia. Usually when a burglar tries to break into a store and they set off the alarm and are caught on surveillance cameras, they leave and never come back. But here at AM Donuts, the doors and windows behind me have become repeated targets. Take a look at this. This surveillance video shows a man throwing rocks at the glass doors and windows of AM Donuts on Grape Street, causing them to shatter, an offense the owner says has happened 3 times in the past week.
Last Monday night, my baker, he came here early morning around 2 o'clock, and then he just called like, oh, boss, someone tried to break into the donut shop. So one of the door, they throw by rock, and like break it, some pieces, glass on the floor.
Kim says Abilene police responded and took a report.
Then 3 days later, on Fridays night, around 7:15 at night, so someone, I think it's the same guy who we saw in the camera, in the video, that he broke 2 windows, and also another door.
She says the break-ins usually happen between 7 and 8:30 at night, and the extensive damage forced her to replace 2 doors and 2 windows, costing about $1,600. Despite the damage, nothing has been stolen, something Kim credits to an alarm system and security cameras.
It's scary, and then plus with my kids too, they not feel like we're not safe,
K-Texas asked, is APD stepping up patrol, and how is APD protecting businesses during the holidays? We will update our website with that response as soon as we get it. Kim, a single mother of 2, says the situation has been especially hard on her family.
You know what he said to me? He said, Mommy, it's time for you to sell the donut shop. No need to keep the business anymore. I'm scared, But I told him everything will be fine, Yeah, God bless us.
And the break-ins are happening during an already difficult time for Kim.
I can say that the December month is not a good month for us, because of my husband went to the hospital and then he died on the Christmas night, but me and my kid, we just want to be, we just feel like Abilene, especially me, I'm not from here, I'm from another country, Cambodia, so I've been here for 17 years, and I just feel like Abilene is my second home, and I just want to be, be part of this community.
A police report was filed on Monday, and she hopes that whoever broke these doors and windows will be identified. A few restaurants in the Mall of Abilene have closed as multiple food establishments deal with rat-related violations. I'm Tori Garcia, and I looked into inspection reports and reached out to get answers. Major restaurants inside the mall had health inspection violations this year, and some are confirmed to be related to rats, including one report in February from the City of Abilene's inspection score, calling it a severe rat infestation at Enfu Express. And as recently as Monday, a health inspection at the Premier Lux Cinema noted a dead rodent found in a trap in the kitchen. That same day, Ari's Cafe announced it was closing on social media, citing, regrettably, due to circumstances beyond our control, we have decided to close Ari's Cafe. The post did not note any issues with rats. To get answers, K-Texas started reaching out to other restaurants in the Mall of Abilene. We tried calling El Chico multiple times Tuesday, but couldn't get anyone to answer. However, K-Texas was able to reach the mall's general manager.
Well, it was Steve.
We then asked him for a statement on the situation.
We're not going to make a comment on it.
All right, yes,
I mean,
sir.
I would make this comment. Let me give this one to you. All of our food vendors at the Mall of Abilene are expected to adhere to strict standards that are required by both our property and our community. The Mall of Abilene follows a comprehensive and regular common area pest control protocol that we have with a certified service vendor.
K-Texas also reached out to the city, requesting an interview with the Public Health Department and any further information they could provide. We will update our website with a response when we get it. To see recent public health records, you can visit the City of Abilene's website for the inspection scores. I'm Tori Garcia here at Ward Elementary School, where this sign was created on the playground to honor a student who passed away. And now it'll be used to help other students communicate and connect with each other every day.
It's a shark! Oh my gosh, we caught a shark!
Lita Beth Machogu is a deaf and hard of hearing teacher at Ward Elementary, and she told us that she loves all of her students. But there's one who will always have a special place in her heart, Caleb Rodriguez.
He taught me a lot about how to be friendly to everyone, the hearing people and deaf people, and build those friendships, and also to see students as the whole person. Yes, we're learning academics, but we can take time to be fun and be silly too, and that's really important.
About 2 years ago, Caleb passed away from leukemia.
When I came back, after he passed back to the school year, I was very angry because I just kept thinking he should be here. Why is he not here?
This past summer, Machogu had an idea on how to honor his memory, a new playground sign with the ASL alphabet and illustrations.
When I was picking, my team discussed pick which signs to put on the panel, and we thought, ball or butterfly, but these are kind of iconic signs that everybody knows ball. Everybody can communicate that. Easily you can, I understand what butterfly, you can act it out, but these words like tag, they may not know how to sign, or share, they don't know how to sign that. So being able to use that, it can also help resolve conflict.
The sign is already giving hearing and deaf students a way to build relationships and connect with each other, just as Caleb would have wanted.
They can communicate with each other directly with our students who use sign language, and then they can play together without having to have an interpreter there to facilitate all the communication. They can have a direct friendship without having a third party. And that is so important.
And for Machogu, honoring Caleb's legacy is personal.
I think he'd be proud. I picture him looking at me like, thank you, like I love it, is what he would say.
And she keeps a memory of him with her every day.
I got this one from the memorial stone. His mom had put his handwriting on there from a card that she had written him. He's written some cards to me too, but he didn't have the full thing. It was like, love ya. So I wanted the full thing. And my best friend, McKenna, she's one of the interpreters at Cooper High School. She tattooed it for me last year on Caleb's birthday. I was having a hard day, and so she tattooed it for me then. And it means a lot to me, and it's my favorite tattoo.
There will be a ribbon cutting ceremony here at Ward Elementary School on Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. to celebrate Caleb's memorial.